Orchard is From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
What's up, bitches? Yeah, that's right. I'm back. It's not a replay from an old show. I'm just back. Because you can't keep a good man down. So, deal with it. If you don't like it, tough shit. These guys are gonna hate life. You know, you guys have had it too easy when I've been gone, too. So, you know, Game Changer Champ had an easy night, as most of these other winners had when he won, because his opponent didn't even show up. Doesn't surprise me, which scares bitches in his league. Speaking of not showing up, we had 3 other guys not show up tonight, so their opponents went and sat on commentary at the Spanish announce table. And it was Lucha Libre, Fuego El, and the Emperor 2K Anomaly, dumbass. So they the Spanish announced them. I don't know if any of them even spoke habla español. It'd be kind of cool if they did, but yeah, who cares? So, Uno Mexicano, God, the name is that, was up against the idiot that I don't like, Johnny Rocco. And he beat him. Thank God. I can't stand that guy. He's so evil. Yeah, I know. He might have helped me out in the past, but he's still such an asshole. Now, in the second match, it was the Tezzeret versus Needles King, and it was a close match, but the Tezzeret was able to kick that drug habit and defeat Needles King. Good intervention there. So we had an NXT parking lot brawl, and fucking Darkstalker took on Martel, the loser, and Darkstalker was able to beat the loser by hitting the black void on him. Afterwards, he threw him in a dumpster. Pretty good visual indicating that he was done with the dipshit. Just tossed out the trash. I mean, he is from Ohio, so that makes sense. Now, in our first blood match, we had James Altrash taking on Donnie Boy. And the match was over as soon as James Altrash took out a barbed wire baseball bat and he hit Donnie Boy across the forehead, causing him to bleed. You know, that wasn't even good. He kept hitting him with that bat. I guess he had to teach him a lesson about showing up on time. Showing up when he's supposed to. Now, in a match where you probably shouldn't run your mouth and make promises you can't keep, the badass Avon Daddy took on Sinister's little bitch, the Messiah, and beat him in a barbed wire steel cage death match. And this guy's supposed to be a king of the death match. Calls himself king. Well, I guess you're not the king no more. These people are always claiming shit. Now we have some number 1 contender matches, and we had number 1 contender match for the Triple Threat Championship. And match 1 saw Money defeat South Bronx Savage and Winthrop Percy Alexander IV. God, that's a dumb name. When he pinned the guy with the dumb name to move on for the championship match. Now, in match 2, we had this guy called the Kingpin, JP DiMaggio, versus Bobby Blaze versus DJ Tech. Now, DJ Tech won it when he pinned Bobby Blaze, but that wasn't the story. My thing that pisses me off about that match, what pisses me off about that match is, this guy was claiming he was ready for, I'm ready for anything in WPA, and then he doesn't even fucking show up. What a fucking letdown. Must be having, maybe he had car issues or something, I don't fucking know, but don't make promises you can't keep. Don't say you're ready if you're not ready. It's not hide and seek. We're not coming to find you. Now, in a television contender match, we had Cass and Coy versus the Brass Hole versus the Wraith versus the Super Champion King. And the Super Champion King was able to get the win when he pinned the Brass Hole. I mean, it was crazy. Wait a minute. Now, it was crazy because it was a ladder match. Why are you pinning people? So, he didn't realize that he was in a ladder match when the crowd started yelling at him. And went and got the ladder and climbed up there and got the contract. Guys don't read the fine print on their contracts sometimes, I guess. But, Super Champion King did win the match when he got the contract, and he will be fighting for the television championship in the next couple weeks. He already got #1 contenders for this week. So, yeah. In an Intercontinental Championship contender match, it was Quanty Fist versus Chrysalis versus Lycan Umbris. Sounds like some toilet bowl cleaner or something. And Chrysalis was able to defeat him when he pinned Quanty Fist. You know, this guy, he sucks. I mean, seriously, nobody wants to lose to him because he sucks. I mean, he doesn't like Martel the Carpenter suck, but he really does suck. I mean, I know they say records speak for themselves, but records don't tell the whole story. You know, guy sucks and then makes excuses why he sucks. You know, at least like people like the Messiah, they just admit they suck. They know they suck. Matter of fact, Quanty Fist doesn't just suck, he swallows. So, now, in a #1 contender match for the World Championship Triple Threat. It was a triple threat match, and the First Lady Alexa Leslie took on the Prince of Crime Delirious and Money Muffin Mike. And the Prince of Crime pinned the First Lady. Now, see, I'm actually shocked that guy doesn't have a world. He's probably gonna have a world title around his waist soon. I mean, come on. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think he's got a shot at the TV championship. So he's got to face the First Lady again. Let me look at Johnathan's notes because he keeps very good, accurate shit. So about the only thing he does right. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So, yeah, this week it'll be the Delirious versus Chrysalis versus the First Lady. And you know what's funny is if they don't win, it doesn't matter. They have title opportunities coming up. So they got themselves set up for life. That's what you do. Get yourself some options. Win some matches. Give yourself some options at titles here in WPA. And when you don't win one, you got another one waiting for you up, down the road. Now, in tag team championship action, we had the Order Red Death and Matt Blakely taking on Oreo Speedwagon, Casper 2779, and the Essential Jayla Masters. Now, and of course, once again, surprise, surprise, Jayla Masters gets pinned in a tag team match by Red Death. At this stage, I don't even know why the Kilograms are even together. They don't do shit. I mean, they got the guy Big Mel, he's pretty good. But everybody else on the team just really sucks. I mean, look, they all freaking lost. That's 4 of them already. I haven't even gotten to Big Mel yet. But yeah, that's 4 already that lost. Casper, Jalen Masters, the Brass Hole, and Money Muffin. All lost. I mean, you guys make your faction look really bad. I'm not saying other factions don't have losses, but it might be like 2 out of 5. Or 1 out of 5, or 2 out of 3. You know, whatever your favorite number is. The percentage is not as high as the goons losing. It's like people see goons listed on their thing now. It's kind of like, oh, that's the win. Gonna get the W. You need to reevaluate life. Now, in the WPA Triple Threat Championship, Shepard Bane took on Lady Assassin and Robert Isaiah Salea. You might as well put Thomas at the end of his name. Shit. He'd be a Rick. I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. But Lady Assassin was able to pick up the win when she pinned Shepard Bane. See, that's what you do. Lady Assassin not only won the match, but she pinned the champ, so he can't be crying later on that, well, at least I didn't get pinned. Well, nope, sorry, son. You didn't get, you got pinned. Lost your belt. That you just got. Like, literally just got it, like, this week. I don't think people remember what happens with that bout. You know, if you win 4 times, you get a IC title match. Pretty much set yourself up for success. Speaking of setting yourself up for success, Big Mel took on the match to Sean Puff. And I swear, Sean Puff, you know, that's another guy that, like, kind of sucks at life. Because he lost to Big Mel again. It's just like the millionth time. Yeah. And Big Mel retained his U.S. title. At this, I'm glad that was probably the last time they'll face each other, because, you know, he's so far down the list. I don't think WPA will let him face him again. And it won't matter how many times Sean Puff calls out Big Mel. Wait, hey, you know what, though? That means he lost again. And, yeah, it means he should probably shut up for a while. Guy talks too much. Now, in a tables match to determine who the Intercontinental Champion was, it was Fat Thomas versus the Beast, David Smith. And the Beast fucking put some chloroform on a loofah glove and put it over Thomas' face and made him fall into the table, because there wasn't no way he was picking his fat ass up and throwing him on the table. So he had to get creative about the shit. Caught him on the apron and just smothered him with this shit. And Thomas fell and hit the table. You know, he was out there and kind of knocked out, and he was sitting there chewing. I didn't remember seeing him put anything in his mouth, but hell, you know, it's like, what, you know, cows, they chew, they got stuff usually stuck in the back of their teeth, so that's probably what it was. But we have a new Intercontinental Champion in the Beast. God help us all. Now, in the Women's International Championship, the Ronan Shona Campbell was taking on Queen Desmona, and it was actually the best match of the night, because it went right down to the wire, and the Queen was able to pick up the win and finally get another title around her waist. You know, it almost seemed like Shona was trying to lose or something. I don't know. I can't read minds, but it didn't look like she was really trying too hard to beat the Queen. But who cares? Now, in our main event, we had Jermaine Walker taking on his tag team turmoil partner, Narikahante. And that match went so far down the wire that the time ran out and the bell rang. And we got a time limit draw, and Jermaine Walker retained his title. What the fuck? That's a bunch of farkle knuckle bullshit. Here, I'm gonna retain my title. You know something else that kind of gets in my gear? One of those guys that didn't show up tonight was Texas Hates You. That guy has like a contract where he can just cash the shit in and fucking get a world title shot. And this guy, hey guy, what are you scared of? What are you waiting on? Are you waiting for Jesus to come back or something? We got a guy named Messiah here. Fuck it. Yeah, he doesn't. He's here. Right, he'll never come back because he'll fucking lose a match. Dumbass. That's all I got. Philip's coming up next. He's going to give you his pick of the week, which he was waiting to give. That's why he didn't do it last show. Hey, you know what? It's like the Messiah. Every time Johnathan challenges him to win like a number straight, he fucking loses for the very next day. It's like a curse or something. What if Johnathan does that on purpose? That'd be funny if he did. Whatever. I'm going because I got cartoons to watch. So. Hello, WPA. Once again, it is time for you to be honored as you have the privilege of hearing my voice across the airwaves. My name, for those who don't know, is Philip Alexander Carrington IV, and I'm here yet again to honor someone with being my pick for the week. This week, it was very hard, as there was actually two individuals that impressed me the most. So I thought to myself, instead of one pick, I'll have two. The first one is Delirious, individual ranked in the top 10, #1 contender to the World Championship and TV titles. The man has proven over time that he is a very deadly threat to anyone's reign, and at any given time, he could end it reign like that. My second pick is the new #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Chrysalis, who also has an opportunity to win the television championship. This man lost his IC title and now is on the road to regain his prize. These two individuals, as Melvin stated, have left their options very wide, as either one of them could wind up with two titles around their waist. They're controlling their narrative and their path. Now, the hard part is taking those titles off of the current champions, as there will be no easy task, as the world champ Jermaine Walker maintains his grip
upon that world title, and the First Lady, as always, with class, holds onto her television championship. Now, I would have said Chrysalis may have a tough task as well, as our new Intercontinental Champion, the Beast, will look to make his mark on a title that he's holding for the very first time. It should be quite interesting. And we will see what happens. Because I will be watching. Now that I've said that, I know you're all waiting to find out who is my top 10 for the month. And I will be putting it out later. So stay tuned. Until then, I bid you good day. I said good day.